Welcome. My name is Phuong, and this is my poetry podcast. My poem, We Real Brainy, emulates the poem We Real Cool by Gwendolyn Brooks. The poem revolves around the theme of cause and effect, where both the speaker and subject is a group of teenagers. Gwendolyn addresses this concept in a negative outlook by showing the case of troubled teenagers who engage in a rebellious lifestyle on the streets, which ultimately results in the teens suffering an early death. This led to the creation of my own poem, We Real Brainy, which directly states what teens should do rather than what they shouldn't. My poem emulates the structure and lyrical first-person speaker of We Real Cool by Gwendolyn Brooks. My poem is centered around a group of STAR students who is the speaker and subject. The poem follows as they work hard and focus on their studies, which later pay off as they become successful and earn a lot of money in the future. We Real Brainy by Phuong. We real brainy, we study daily, we don't date, we earn 8, we buy books, we note looks, we fine tune, we rich soon. Now, let's analyze the poem. My poem's theme is very similar to that of Brooks's, which both discuss the theme of cause and effect, specifically the concept of hard work and dedication paying off in the end. My poem emulates the poem We Real Cool, as most of the structure and syntax is the same. In the first 4 lines, the tone is straightforward and precise. This instantly gives the impression that the speaker/subject, a group of teens, is not only confident but also highly disciplined. Moreover, the rhyming couplets are uniquely in the middle, rather than being at the end of the line like many traditional couplets. It has end rhyme and internal rhyme, which is technically full, brainy/daily, and date/8. The literal meaning of the words show their commitment, as the teens are willing to study daily and give up dating. In addition, not only do the literal meaning of the poem show commitment, the rhyme itself of the poem does this too, by binding together and holding tight, which further emphasizes the teens' commitment to their studies. There is use of enjambment in the poem, as there is no punctuation when a line ends and starts. The sentence is split and carried over from line to line. The enjambment puts obvious emphasis on the word we, not only because it is always isolated and broken up from the rest of the sentence, but also because of the natural pause after we, which gives the reader a split second to linger and reflect on the lifestyle of these teenagers. In addition, the we is repetitive, which even further focuses on the subject. The word we gives the impression that there is really no unique identity to the group, as they are addressed as one and not as specific individuals. This somewhat dehumanizes the teenagers, giving a subtle negative undertone, which ironically suggests that studying too much is not always too good. The 6th and 7th line of the poem states, "We fine-tune." This suggests that the group of teens all partake in playing some sort of musical instrument, which again hints that they are committed. This is because playing an instrument takes perseverance and patience, which are 2 things that come with commitment. In addition, the enjambment gives a pause after each rhyme word and makes it sound as if it were the end of the line. This gives the illusion that the line ends on a rhyme word. The we is placed at the end of the line, symbolizing a grace note in music, which connects back to the concept of the teens taking on an instrument, when previously stated the teens fine-tune. Furthermore, the poem mixes long and short vowels to give a unique verbal feel for the reader, which is shown through the contrast between the long and short vowels. For example, the title, We Real Brainy, is slow and long, whereas the middle states, Don't Date, which is short and abrupt. In contrast to Brooks's poem, my poem, We Real Brainy, does not have a regular meter. The irregular meter in my poem is due to the fact that the first two lines, we real brainy, we study daily, we has 4 syllables and the rest of the poem only has 3. The emphasis is laid on the second 2 beats, such as we don't date and not we don't date. This stresses the actions the group of teens partake in, ultimately showing their commitment to school. The teens' actions are even further emphasized using alliteration, which gives the poem a musical tone. Brooks's poem shows the cause and effect of people who live fast and die young. She specifically tells the story of teenagers who drop out of school and live life on the streets, resulting in them having an early death. In my poem, I express the same theme as Brooks's, but through a positive lens. My poem shows the cause and effect of teenagers who work hard when they are young and then succeed in the future. This makes the reader contemplate their values and choices in life, as my poem conveys that every decision one makes matters in the end.